Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. Help support my channel. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers pretty much as soon as possible. So then I go live streaming because YouTube policy, they won't let me go live until I have 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to all the folks out there that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you have not yet, please take this moment now with helping me. Click subscribe. Next, click the bell. And next, click all. This helps you receive a notification when I post my next videos. Plus, click the thumbs up button and every time you watch my videos. If you got value from this video, if this was helpful, then please consider sharing a small monetary donation to my channel by going below and clicking on either my Patreon or PayPal links. If you join my Patreon page, then you'll get early access to these videos 24 hours before they're posted on the YouTube and lots more. If you prefer just leaving a small tip, click on PayPal. Either way, then you get that warm sense of satisfaction years down the line knowing that you helped me become a successful YouTuber.
Saturday, March 19th, 08:43 a.m. Good morning. We just ended another full week in the market, getting closer to the end of the month. Also getting closer to ending the first full quarter of the year. Significant events will be happening the last few days of this month and the first few days of the new month. And that would be institutions that manage people's money, such as mutual funds, hedge funds, pensions. They would be rotating in and out of stocks around, again, the last few days, the first few days of the month to mask their paperwork of what they own. They don't want to have, because again, they have statements they're released to their shareholders, and they don't want to have on the books showing what garbage they own. They want to show what positive they own. Yep. But some are already jumping the gun. So we're looking here at the SPX, S&P 500, the main go-to stock index in the United States, 500 publicly traded companies. For the week, we closed green. Yep, we made a higher high, higher low than the prior candle. Huge trading range, already labeled the midpoint. This is bullish. Yep, bullish. A lot of buy volume to the upside. Remember, here's the high for the year. And this was the low of the year. So what are we doing right now? We're retracing the trend from the high to the low. Let's see where we get to on the upside before we either consolidate or do another pullback. Because look here, we had a high there. We went down here. We did a retracement, and then we rolled over again. And that's what I'm expecting will be happening at some point, is to identify, well, that kind of event to roll over. So what I do is identify locations these things may occur, and then look for trade setups. So I already have a potential target on the upside here we're looking for. In this area too, this yellow horizontal line, that was a massive supply zone, those two bodies. Let's go look at the other stock indexes. Nasdaq 100, look at that also. Huge trading range, but notice the low and the high. Go back here to the S&P 500. S&P 500 did not take out that prior week's low. It was stronger. Now we're looking at the Nasdaq 100. Yeah, it made a new low for the year first here. I want to point that out again. The Dow Jones even stronger. Less, yep, higher low, higher high. It's more bullish. The Dow Transport's even more bullish. Yep. So here's the high for the year. We're almost there on the Dow Transports. And the Dow Utilities, inside candle for the week, very interesting, very interesting. So right now it's an consolidation phase as we're building a big wedge. And let's look at the Russell 2000 index. This is not part of the S&P 500. It did make a lower low for the week and then made a higher high. There's a low. So as I zoom in, pretty much for the year to date on each of these indexes, Let's again identify who's coming off lows of the year, who's trending. So again, S&P 500 here. It is not coming off the lows of the year. The lows are all the way back there. Where the Nasdaq did make a new low for the year. The Dow, nope, not at the low. Dow Transportation's almost at record high for the year. Very strong index. And the Dow Utilities inside candle, very interesting. First, none of the other ones did that. They were all strong, either to the upside or downside. Not with the Dow Utilities. Dow Utilities are stocks that pay dividends, and typically these stocks pay the largest dividends. What happened this week? The Federal Reserve raised interest rates. Raising interest rates, well, some people may gravitate into the utility stocks or gravitate out of the utility stocks. Why would they gravitate out of the utility stocks? Well, if they think the growth of stocks are going to continue strong, they're looking for growth stocks, not income paying stocks like dividends. Yeah. So watch this cautiously, because if we break below this come next week and trend lower, that would be bullish bias, potentially the Nasdaq 100 much more. Got it? And look at the Russell again here. Yep, much closer to the low of the year. Here's a high. Well, higher interest rates does hurt the Russell 2000 index much more, those companies much more than these big boys. Yep, a lot more. And you should also be comparing your individual stocks or indexes or portfolios, investments, mutual funds, whatever you may be for your long investments, see if they are either equal or performing better than the S&P 500. If they're not, I recommend you then closing those positions and be in the S&P 500. Why would you want to be in something that's performing lower year to date than the S&P 500? Yeah, nothing wrong with getting rid of losers in your portfolio. You work hard for that money. Why would you want to hold on to bad positions? Now let's look at the 11 sectors that make up the S&P 500. I'll go in order. I'm going to go by order of the largest first, largest meaning the percentage wise, and the first largest is XLK. Technology makes up more than 20% of the S&P 500. So again here, very similar to the Nasdaq, because again, it's technology, made a new low for the year, but closed above last week. Now we'll look at XLV. Healthcare makes up almost 15%. Look at that, higher low, higher high, outstanding, super strong. Here's the low for the year. So it's performing better than many of the indexes. Again, it's healthcare. Yep. Very big sector in the United States, as well as a big political lobbyist group. Them insurance, yep. XLF, the financials, makes up 13.7% approximately of the S&P 500. Remember, banks, when they raise interest rates, they get to charge more money, make more profits. Look at that, higher low, higher high. Last week was that low, so that's good. It's coming off of it. And you should check my past videos on the financials to see which ones for year to date, those single stocks inside this index, which ones are leaders and which ones are performing bad. XLY, wow, strong like bull. So turning around, there was a low for the year that made a higher high, higher low. XLY makes up 10.2% and is consumer discretionary. Now XLC, communication services, makes up 9.9%. Well, low for the year, made the new low for the year. That's not good, way below the high. Here's the high for the year right here. It's got a lot of retracement to do. XLI, industrials, 9.7% of the S&P 500. Outstanding, huge trading range, made a higher low. Look at this bullish pin bar. Yep. So all this is a consolidation. Yep, massive consolidation, mostly consolidation. That's not good for the year. Nope. And what was this? It was a stop hunt, and it was a bullish stop hunt with a bullish pin bar. Yep. Again, a lot of supply zone up here. We'll see what happens. XLP, consumer staples, 6.7% S&P 500. Look at that. Inside candle. That's not good. That means it's undecided. It doesn't know what to do. That's not good. And it's closer to the lows of the year still. But it did close green. Yep, close green. Well, it's a hollow candle. It's equivalent to a green candle. XLE, the energy sector, 6% of the S&P 500. Wow, lower high, lower low, trending down. Yeah, it's a bullish pin bar, but again, lower high, lower low, closing below 75. So this is pullback. Interesting. XLU, utilities, makes up 2.8% of the S&P 500, also inside candle. XLRE, real estate, 2.7%. Higher interest rates also means less people qualify for mortgages, or they have to take, or they qualify for smaller amounts. So it means they have to purchase homes that are lower dollar amount, and that's hard to do since most value homes are going higher. Don't know, they may have to relocate or something else. Yeah, become renters longer, have less savings. That's not good. So look at that, higher high, higher low. XLB, materials, 2.5%, green, higher high, higher low. Still in a massive consolidation. Okay, let's go here, look at the FANG plus stocks. The FANG plus stocks, the most popular big tech companies, most heavily traded ones. Apple, green, but it did not make a higher high. Nope, it didn't take out that high. It made a lower low for the year and closed above 150. That's interesting. Yep. Again, suspicious, made a lower low for the year and couldn't take out that high. Microsoft, outstanding, higher high, higher low. So that's performing better than Apple. Amazon, yep, outstanding, higher high, higher low. Still massive consolidation in there. Facebook, woof, new low for the year. Massive consolidation. Well, it did engulf all that. So green candle, higher high, but made a lower low, engulfing all those candles. And that's a beautiful thing because this type of candle formation is referred to as seller shutoff. Yep, it engulfed all these bodies. And that's huge. So one would expect this is going to be reversal going higher. So good strategy down here. If you understand advanced option strategies, doing a vertical spread, bull put, vertical spread. As long as it stays above that low with that short strike, you're good to go. Google, wow, consolidation, but a higher high, higher low. Tesla, massive engulfing candle. Interesting. And November, Victor Delta Alpha, yep, huge trading range, but it's still inside this consolidation. And Netflix, woof, a low for the new low for the year. New low for the year. It did close green, took out the prior week. Yeah, it's still struggling. Let's just look at Disney, see if that's performing any better. There we go. Disney, same thing. New low for the year. That's very interesting. Those two companies competing against each other, where Disney is much more diversified, but still new low for the year. That's not good. And Bravo Alpha, new low for the year, making a bullish engulfing candle. So again, potential trade idea, bull put spreads down here. Let's look at the Chinese index, FXE, see if it's performing equal or better. Higher high, higher low. Still suspicious because that impulse moved down. So it looks like it's just doing a retracement. I'd rather do the other. Well, there you go. You understand what's happening the past few days and who the leadership is much more better than the mainstream media chooses to tell you.